Let's get this done. Welcome to Whiskey Buds.
Good morning.
Morning. All right. I'm Kurt.
I'm Billy.
And after Billy has commented on it several times, I have broken down, and it is the much anticipated by about two of you Jack Daniels Old Number 7 episode. Do I sound excited?
I see you went all out on the...
That was all I could muster to put in the
I
cart.
didn't even know they made bottles this small. It doesn't even say how much it's... Oh,
$3.75.
$3.75.
Yeah, it's half a size bottle.
Huh.
I wasn't willing to buy a whole bottle.
Okay, I don't think I like this, just for the record. I had a bad experience with this a long, long time ago.
All right.
And I've never been able to stomach it. So I'm very anxious to try this, but I thought it might be fun to give it a go after I've tried all these other ones. So
yeah, that's why we're doing it. Now, this one's interesting because it's made in Lynchburg, Tennessee, right?
Right.
And it's in a dry county.
What?
Yeah.
Like
Jack Daniels is made in a dry county. No. In the county, you can't buy alcohol. I think the distillery has a special dispensation or whatever, right? Like a special thing where you can actually sample it at the distillery.
Oh.
But as soon as you leave the distillery, you're in a dry county where you can't you can't buy alcohol. So if you want to buy the whiskey, it's like you got to go to.
That's funny because I was just thinking, well, maybe they just don't want their employees to drink all their whiskey.
All their whiskey.
And you're like, well, you can drink it at work, but
yeah, maybe
when you go home, you can't.
All right. So, and of course, this is the quintessential Tennessee whiskey, charcoal filtered. They are the ones who, and that's really what they set up to decide between them and other bourbons, because they are technically a bourbon.
Oh, really?
But they charcoal filter it, and because of that charcoal filtering, they decide to call it a Tennessee whiskey, not a bourbon.
So the sour mash.
Yep.
What's that?
That is what the distillers use to maintain, or to try to help maintain the consistency of flavor in between the different batches. What they do is they will take a portion of the stillage, which is what's left over in the still after they've run their batch of whiskey, and they will put it back in, or a portion of it anyway, back into the mash to help give the yeast in the next mash the nutrients in which to feed on, and also it will help balance the pH of the mash, and all of that combined will help give it the ability to maintain a more consistent flavor profile in between different batches. So that way, from batch to batch to batch, you will have very consistent flavors in what would otherwise be a very random kind of flavor idea. I've
never seen you have any other whiskey on the show that had sour mash on it, so I'm like, I'm good.
I swear.
So as far as I know, this is like the only one that has sour mash that I've heard of.
All right. Yeah, so, I think I know I've had other that use sour mash, but
they don't advertise it, or what?
Yeah, they usually will, but I don't think we've ever commented on it. I don't know if we've ever had any that's actually been on the show.
Okay.
But
that's what I'm scared of. So
all right, let's give this a real quick taste here because we should get this over with.
Oh, that's different.
Smells.
Wow, that's unique.
Yeah.
That's a very unique smell. This actually doesn't smell too bad.
It's not terrible, no.
It smells sweet.
There is a sweetness to it, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of mild, like. All right, I'm going in.
I don't know what to think of the. Well, you didn't spit it out.
No, I didn't. It's not terrible, right? But it's not good either. When I first sipped it, a bit of a sweetness, and it is smooth, right? There's kind of an after flavor to it, almost the sourness, right? That's not particularly enjoyable for me. Yeah.
I'm really trying to
something else.
I'm trying to figure out what's in the smell because like it smells sweet, but it almost smells like a marker or something weird.
Okay, yeah.
All right, but I'm going to taste it since you already
go ahead
got
and taste it.
2 tastes down.
Yeah, I went back for a second one to see it. When it first enters my mouth, like then it tasted pretty good, and then as it goes on, it kind of goes away. But I don't know, it's got a kind of a funk to it that maybe it's all in my head. And if you gave it to me in a blind taste test, I wouldn't be able to tell you the same thing. What do you think?
It's not that bad.
I
don't know what to think now because okay, it is only 40%. Like I can tell it's not real strong.
No.
Now is this sour to you?
I'm not getting any sourness necessarily. No.
Really? Because I do.
Maybe on the back end.
It's not bitter at all, but it's got a very unique taste. It almost feels...
maybe there is a bit of a sourness in there that...
Okay, so. I can smell the oak. I can taste the oak a little bit coming out now.
There is a bit. All right, so I wanted to hate it. I don't necessarily hate it.
Does it almost taste kind of watered down to you?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know, it doesn't even... Kind of tastes like the alcohol's watered down or something.
They use cave water in there, don't they? Yeah, I think that's what they said in there was they get their water from a natural cave.
That's interesting.
So,
and the sweetness is like there is sweetness in there, but I can't really place what it is. It's definitely not a fruity.
No,
at all.
Caramel sweetness.
Yeah,
I think that's.
I can totally smell that now. I hate when that happens.
Yeah, well, that's what you need. You just need somebody to put a name on it for you.
Just kind of point you in the right direction. You're like, oh, there it is.
Oh,
okay, I can totally smell that now. I wonder if I can taste caramel in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
It is right on the back end there a little bit.
It's not overly sweet though. I like
no, it is not. All right, well.
This is way better than I thought it was going to be.
I wanted to hate it. It's not terrible. I've had it before and I didn't care for it, so maybe I'll try it again. But
I kind of like that it's not too strong too. It's kind of like just.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as the alcohol goes in it.
Mm-hmm. I'll still tease people for drinking it. But
just not as much.
Yeah, I'll have to go a little lighter on my teasing.
I understand a little bit, but
it's not terrible.
Huh.
So.
All right. Well, I guess it's an all right thing.
Sorry, Jack Daniels. I wanted to hate you, but I mean,
I guess there must be a reason it's so.
It's like the #1 most popular bourbon in the U.S. or whatever. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I didn't want to do this episode in the beginning or in the first place, but Billy made me. So.
Well, I mean. It is so popular.
It's such an iconic whiskey that I guess we had to do it.
How could we have the show and not try Jack Daniels Old Number 7?
So I held out for 2 years. Billy finally broke me down.
Like I would still rather have the Talisker Storm.
Oh, yes.
Or something that just has a more unique flavor and I really like the smokiness and the single malt scotches and
oh yeah, those are so
stuff.
good.
But like this, I mean,
this is all right.
It's doable.
Yeah.
We've had worse.
We have, actually. So, join us next week when hopefully we have something that, we don't want to hate and that we do enjoy. Or maybe we want to like it and then we hate it. I don't know. Find out next week.
Come in with a more balanced,
non-biased.
Non-biased.
Yep, that's it. Cheers, everybody.